Waiting. Takes always takes a bit for the live feed thing to come. Yeah, it's running. Should I go live? Oh, it's actually live. Yes, my notification wasn't even pushed. Okay, now it pushed.
This podcast is a show where two kids with a messed up childhood discuss about a topic, and this podcast is sponsored by our very own Dad's Wallet.
Ladies and gentlemen, ARV live. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody home? Hello? Hello?
I
Hello?
think
Hello?
I think I th- I think we are live. Are we? Hello.
RV, question.
Arigato.
Arigato
the thing
gozaimasu.
the thing
Hello?
is right. The notification. I didn't receive the own notification to my own stream.
I
Need to
didn't receive
scam
a
me harder
notification
today.
either, I'll tell you that. And he
I
didn't
got it
stream
right
today.
now. I
He
got it
did.
right now. I didn't stream today at all. I
Huh,
got it
the
right now. So
thing is, right, I had a really bad stomach since the morning. Gamer doesn't know the details, but I had a bad stomach since morning and I wasn't doing well. And I got my shit together, like, okay, we have to do a podcast.
but
We can't miss a podcast this week. So I was like,
yeah.
let's get my
we are
shit.
doing pretty damn good. 3 days in a week. Okay, we are doing good. I'll tell you that.
We are
We
almost
shouldn't be
streaming every single day.
we shouldn't be super proud about it, but yeah, 3 weeks in a row we pulled a podcast, and
Yeah, and
it's not something it should be.
it will be fixed. Whoever is wondering the podcast number is screwed up, it's gonna get fixed.
No, it's
By our
almost done fixing it.
So, like, the thumbnail is gonna get fixed in a second, and the Discord is also gonna get, like, the Discord notifications, everything is gonna get fixed in a second. Just, like, we screwed up, like, a little bit, because we weren't, like, this is all, like, all the shit together, was pulled together, like, last minute. So, yeah, just give us some slack there, just like, it's fine.
No, I'm fixing it. All as we speaking, I'm just running it, and it's done. A round of applause for that,
Yeah,
and
it's
then the
okay.
title also. Thanks for.
Phantom Chomo, don't ask. My mom was like, put oil on your hair right the freaking now. I was like, mom, podcast. Mummy was like,
Bro,
nope.
even I took a oil bath, but I just tried to like dry it off fast before like the
Nah,
stream. I
I
just
I
tried to
didn't even try it off. I was like, fuck it, dude. If this is how we're gonna roll, we're gonna roll like this only.
hashtag Chomu guys.
Yeah, hashtag full
Yeah,
ray.
and recently, guys, we've been like whenever we take the name for the podcast, right? We are trying to run it and gun like to really prove like we can talk anything at given time. We can,
We
right? Today we're
don't
not
even
prepared
know
at
any
all.
topics.
Today we're not prepared at all. So I except when a guest. Wait, what is this? For all the people are asking, today it's gonna be more of an interactive section. Like we
If
are
you
trying
wanna
to
know
establish a
what this
guest.
is, I can just replay the disclaimer. Let's just replay the disclaimer. We can talk
Replay
in
the
this.
disclaimer and then I'll explain you what it is because there have been few new subs. I'll tell you that.
This podcast is a show where two kids with a messed up childhood discuss about a topic, and this podcast is sponsored by our very own Dad's Wallet.
Okay, whoever had the doubts what this is, that's sorted now. Please tell me.
It's a podcast. To people asking what it is, we're doing the eighth time in the consecutive weeks. Not consecutive, we had took our break. But yeah, the thing is, podcast is basically we take a topic and we talk about it, we discuss about it. We just talk about a topic. That's the point of podcast. We've been doing this. We are 8 episodes in. I don't know how we did that.
That I am surprised we actually survived till 8 episodes.
The thing
So
is,
yeah.
yes, to be fair, we don't have ideas anymore. I'll tell you that. We are running out of ideas. But still, we're like, let's keep going. And here we are.
And
And yeah, so
this week I'll fix one more problem that a lot of people mention. I will interact in the podcast rather than fixing the OBS overlay because like I connected a third monitor to make sure everything goes seamless and I don't have to be like, oh my god, I don't want to leak what's happening in the next podcast because first of all, we don't have anything to leak. And second of all, it should be seamlessly smooth. Seamlessly is a huge word. So yeah,
yeah.
it depends.
So yeah, this is gonna be the future format. We run and gun. We take a topic on live stream and we speak about it. And we are planning to not only to stick to gaming, because if you come down to gaming in a topic, it's a really good topic to speak. We can keep going back and forth, but at the end of the day, there is some full stop for every topic we take. Like at one point, everything is gonna stop and gaming is something which is not like every month it's based on the developers. If they give us a new game, we have something to talk.
If
Whereas
they don't, we have to still do a podcast every single week and like try to not skip it.
and And let alone if you don't come for a week, we get called out for that. Hello, sir. Listen, hear me out. And even if we are regular YouTubers, like, nah, re, I'm
Nah,
not
re,
gonna send notifications
notifications
to
is too
subscribe.
much effort for us. So we are trying our best to
Nah.
actually put the word out there that podcast
So
is live.
if you
So
know
yeah.
join that our Discord, all there are three Discords you need to join: Fantas, mine, and 2 HPs. If you're not yet joined, the link for the 2 HP one is in the Discord, and you can use exclamatory mark Discord for mine and exclamatory mark Fanta Discord to join his great community. So today we are going to speak about, it's going to be a light topic. We're going to take questions from you guys, talk more, and it's going to be very simple. So you want to start, Fanta? You can go with it.
Which one do
What do
you
you
want to
have
go?
running
Like
in your head?
I have the one thing still going in my head.
Go
Cyberpunk
for
being
it.
removed from PlayStation Store. The most ambitious
There are
game PlayStation guys were like, psych.
eh, 8 years. We waited for the game for 8 years, bro, and it is kind of a disappointment. See, in the beginning, I was the one in the early ones to call out that this game is not having it. I've been telling this past 2 weeks.
Okay,
No one is
okay.
listening
You're
to me.
approaching it the wrong way here. So what happened is, let me put you so like put some backstory in front of you. Cyberpunk ran great on new consoles. Like we are talking like 60 FPS lock, insanely good graphics, psyching them. It looks as good as PC. A little bit off maybe. PC looks like seriously better, but real time ray tracing. Thank you. But what happened is in PS4 it looked absolutely dog shit.
The people who played this one, what's that? Uh, Tomb Raider in PS2 can relate to Cyberpunk in PS4, which is block animations. Like the rend, legit. I'm not even making this up. Those the crowd ambience. If you see, the guy is not even rendered.
His
My
face
man is
was
like,
Vice City level quality, I'll tell you that. CD Projekt Red actually came out and said that they're gonna fix it. But PlayStation guys were like, it's breaching so many policies where people want a refund. People are like, that game looks like poop shit. And like we see our PC homies out there who actually play on PC getting like insanely beautiful graphics.
and there are some PCPOs also suffering with few bugs which was going out of the hand. People didn't take, like, people were like not having it. People were legit like this is not working out. Many people refund it. Like few people who Fanta notes, they also asked for a refund and stuff, which is pretty like for a game which is, I'm not blaming the time they took 8 years. I don't know what was the reason for eight of them to keep prolong it for 8 years, but the fact that the game is like it was overhyped and it didn't meet the expectations. It
Expectations were
like
like the game is gonna be polished.
expectation is here and the game just came here and just touched the expectation and fell down, and it
See,
didn't like even project like
the
it hit the success.
screwed up part was not everybody runs an RTX rig. Let's be honest. Let's put the ground feel right.
Let alone owning a PC, someone don't even have a PC to own one.
Yeah, so running an RTX card was a huge shot. Like we are talking like seriously, such a long shot. And then like I even running an RTX 2060 can barely run the game on stream. I had to dual PC stream it, or else my PC won't handle it.
The thing is, right, meanwhile when there are games like Genshin where people with mobile and PC can run the game together and have a cross platform perform, like they can play with their friends who don't even have a PC. Like I can see like people in our Discord alone, how many
Moku runs
people
the
are
game on phone, Respect runs it
uh,
on PC, and
no,
then
when
other people run it on other platforms.
Moksha and other people talk about Genshin, I feel like I'm a real boomer. I'll just stay away because I don't understand what they play. Because that's like, see, that's a game I really enjoy. I'm not telling every games are meant to be like that. So that's the future of gaming. Gaming is gonna get realistic it's gonna look as real as possible. And the fact that rate, even though they told it can run in this RTX card, and it wasn't running in RTX, that made many people
Dude,
disappointed.
3090 can't run the game at extreme settings for some people, but some
Can
people can
someone
run it at
hold
8K.
on, Fanta? Can someone explain what's going on?
Hey,
Okay, today,
Ray.
listen. Today we are telling. I'm gonna read more of chats today. This is gonna be a thing for all the people who are new here. Welcome to the stream. AK, it's not a stream; it's a podcast. If
It's
you
a
don't know what podcast
podcast.
is, it's a talk show. I'm willing to explain how many hour people ask us. We do it every Sunday, 8 p.m. Get this date in your
This is
head.
like
I'm
a
telling
thing
you.
that happens on almost every single podcast. New people show up and we have to be like, okay, what's a podcast? Podcast is a thing where we talk to each other and discuss about everything. Like we are talking our lives, our YouTube channels, what's happening in the world, what's happening in
And
gaming, what's
another
happening
thing
in
you
tech.
guys need to keep in your head is we are reading the comments, but thing is we can't come like pick up everyone's comment. Like if someone tells hi, we can't be like hi, what's up? We can't be like that. So we'll try our level best to answer. If it's a really good question to the topic we are taking, we'll pick it out and we'll answer.
In
With
a
that said,
podcast,
let's
you
continue.
don't really,
Yeah.
read the chat continuously. It's more like if you put out a question which is genuinely on point and in the discussion realm of our topic, we'll
Hmm.
read it. So that's like a simplification of this, like every single FAQ you might have about this stream and every stream we have on my channel and this channel
No, next
about
time we'll do a
podcasts.
thing. I will make a pinned message of all the FAQs you guys ask, all the description. I'll put it. So if anyone asks, I'll just tell them to check the description. Thanks for that point.
Good.
Moving on to Cyberpunk again. Cyberpunk, that's the
Yeah.
thing now. People kept ranting, took credit to their hand. They kept ranting and showing video clips. And not gonna lie, as a game developer, they did their best. Those people, they were so genuine. They're like, you guys
Did
want a
you
refund? We
see
are
what
ready
happened?
to give it.
Did you see what happened? Multiple Indian streamers, we are talking Indian streamers with RTX
Hmm.
3080s. They
Hmm.
were having a hard time streaming the game. And they
And
can't
and
stream it
fun
at real time ray tracing on
And
at that
fun
time.
fact, it was the number one most viewed game in Twitch for a single player game, which even broke the record of Last of Us 2, which was pretty darn nice because it broke all the records of a single player game which Twitch had made for any single player game. It just trashed it. The thing is that every streamer couldn't stream it. Like, let alone me playing the game in 1060, I couldn't even stream it. And there was many stuff. It was kind of a underwhelming thing to be general. I had a lot of expectations for Cyberpunk, but I guess the vibe was off. Even Fanta was excited. Everyone did their
I
streams and things.
pre-ordered it 1 year back. I was more excited than I should be, I'll tell you
And
that.
other streamers were talking shit about the telling that it's not reaching our expectation. And Cyberpunk is that type of game. I've been ranting about this. It's not a game that you need to stream. Rather, it's a game you sit back, put the headphones on, turn off your lights, don't get your mind divided, play the game, and
See, the
like
thing is, if
have the
you're
fun.
getting your mind divided, that game has that. I'll just put it out there. That
It
game
has
has
all.
everything.
It
It
has
has
all. So that
everything.
and I have this topic to put forward. Like, MMORPGs are getting its recognition finally. What it's getting, like, me, after I was recently introduced to it thanks to Fanta. Destiny 2 was
Destiny.
something which Fanta and his friends were kept on playing it. And when Valorant came, Fanta stepped out of it. Then Genshin stepped in. Now there's a news that Riot Games is making a MMORPG
League.
based on League of
League.
Legends,
And like
which
Natsu
see,
came to my DM and he
those are
was
the
like,
two
"Hello."
things which you don't see yourself playing. A league made by Riot Games, which is built on League, which is like on itself, it's a
An
huge
MMO,
shit.
a proper MMO.
Yeah,
The thing is,
MMO.
Destiny still has won so many awards for best community. I have
It's
a
still going on game. It's like that game, even though you may call it, you don't like it, they don't give a shit because they have their own player base. See, I'm giving this example from what happened few days ago. So me, Lama, Fanta was playing Valorant. We are getting like bullied by Smurfs. I was like, I'm done. Lama uninstalled the game, went back to Destiny. He's like, come back to Destiny. Please come and play with me, Fanta. So everyone are like, see, Destiny is a game which you can chill. You can play all alone yourself. You can play with your
You
friends.
can be a
Say,
competitive player, you can be a chill
ah,
guy who is just exploring the game, collecting PvE stuff, and still be on point with PvE players, PvP players, sorry. And then you can be both. So it's like if you wanna
yeah.
chill, open Destiny. If you wanna play comp, open Destiny. If you wanna actually not do anything and just chill for views, open Destiny because it's an open world too. So like
and,
it has everything.
and the fact that people are finally getting recognizing MMORPGs, like MMO is one of the underrated ones. Apart from indie, I'm talking people, like, much people don't play MMORPG because one, they don't put in that time. They want all this fast-paced action game, shoot others, head, kill them, like boom chaka boom boom. That's all they want. They don't need like this slow paced stuff. And if you ask anyone, bro, do you play RP? Yeah, bro, I play Clash of Clans. Mother go, that's not even a RP. They're like, bro, I play Clash of Clans, bro. That is a huge major game.
That
Which
is
is
just, I'm like, dude, okay, when I was a kid, right? I used to play Clash of Clans 2 hours a day because then you have to actually get troops and shit, right? So it used to take time. And when I started earning, I invested in Clash Royale a little bit, not that much, like 2-3 grand. But when I started earning, I invested
not
that.
that much, 2-3 grand. Yeah, re.
Arey,
Yes, I
see,
didn't.
once you start earning, right, 2-3 grand doesn't sound a lot, and now I'm not earning 2-3 grand is huge amount again. It's just
He's so huge. I'll tell you that. And another thing which I was telling about Santa was like like our code situation in general, how it's been going. Like the fact that like these small games. Like I've been telling this past two streams. If you guys don't know, we last sixth podcast, go check out playlist link down in the description. Shameless plug. Sorry for that. We
smooth plug.
discussed about we discussed about the game awards, the categories, the genres, which game won which. And fun fact, the best multiplayer game was won by Among Us. I'm
Which
not
is
making,
so
which
stupid.
is so huge. And they are flexing at this point. Among Us, literally when you boot the game now, we won the 2020 best multiplayer. We are coming with a
It's
new map. Now
so
play the game.
stupid. It's so stupid.
And
Why?
the thing is, right, so the games, like all these games, like the games which we like, there's a meme that games in 2001, I wonder how the graphics are going to be 10 years from now, and Among Us gameplay 10 years later. That's
And
the
we're gonna
legit,
have,
you're
like,
living in the
sick ass
reality.
graphics, like
Kick ass
almost real life
graphics.
graphics in 2021, boys. Let's go. And then Among Us came through, hold my beer. 2D
Yeah,
graphics still works.
that's the thing is, right, so the 2020 has been like a great, it's been a rough year for, great year for streamers, for YouTubers in general. I'll tell you that. Like 2020 beginning, I was nothing. I was not even, let alone being a content creator. I was not even a part of this YouTube. I was posting content, but I'm talking about India. Then later down the line, like let's start streaming. And here, looking down, I'm like so happy. I'm so glad that I'm sitting over here and sharing a seat with Fanta and making a podcast. It's been a rough year. So I want to ask this, Fanta, how's 2020 been to you? Nation wants to know.
It's,
India wants to
it's
know.
the thing is, right, okay, let me explain. So, like, it's mostly like 2020
Hmm.
has been a year which is like seriously Phineas and Ferb level holidays for me. It
Hmm.
has been kinda restrictive. Like in
Uh,
general, in 2019 I started hanging out with my friends, going out, enjoying, actually having fun outside
hmm.
my house. I started doing that.
Hmm.
2020, I'm back to my old self of not going outside my house and actually like not socializing. I am an introvert
Hmm.
as hell, I'll tell you that. And I
Hmm.
used to not socialize that much. 2019, I kind of started trying. 2020
Hmm.
back to that, and mostly that has been the turning point. I guess
Hmm.
in the time of lockdown, I almost reached 1,000 subs. Almost, like, I
Hmm.
am not really
Hmm.
sure
Hmm.
exactly. And then it
Hmm.
is the time my YouTube channel blew up once, twice, 3 times, and then it got crashed again because I was too lazy to not stream, because I was kind of getting burned out of sitting
Hmm.
in a house, in a room. Now I've
Hmm.
accepted it and going back to actually trying to make my channel boom again. So yeah. And how is your year then? Let's go to
Bro,
you. Go
my
back to
my
you.
year has been crazy. So fun fact, story time with gamer right now. So today I went out. I sat down, I ordered my food, I looked around me. I'm not even kidding. I looked around me and I realized why India's number two in population. It was crowded. People there, top, down, everywhere. Everywhere I turn, people there. One is here, one is here, one is here, one. Like, bro. Then I'm texting in Discord, guys, someone come and save me. Like, there are too many people come. I'm like, type, because it's been so long since I went out
Okay,
properly.
before you move on, did
Uh
you
huh.
go outside and look around and be like, that thing wasn't there 1 year ago? I assure you. And
Bro,
1 year
I'm
later,
telling
it's
you,
there.
the
What the
thing is,
hell?
today I took the same road I used to go to my college. Same road. Lot of stuff. There are new shops. There are shops which were there got destroyed. There's a lot of shit happening over there. I'm like, when did this happen? Like the thing is, right, the roads which you daily go on, it's now you're looking at it's like there's nothing. And there used to be a dog here, and the dog has kids now. I'm like, what is going on? And today I went to have my lunch. I'm sitting, the people all around me, they have accepted that COVID is a disease. Is there? I don't give a shit. I need to go out. I need to have my fun. They have left COVID out of the equation. People are hanging out right now. Let today people are wearing masks. As one dude spilled something on his plate. He's like, hold on, bro. He took his mask out. He's like, problem solved. He put back his mask. Whereas my mom, after using a mask, once she goes to her kitchen, washes that, puts for drying. Meanwhile, this dude takes it, cleans his table, puts it back in his. People have forgot there's a disease called COVID existing. People have
My
completely
God.
forgotten it.
I'm
I'll tell
telling
you
you,
that.
no shits are given to COVID. I'm literally, I went out, right? I went to one of my favorite cafeterias. Like, it's Excess Juice in Raipur. If you live in Raipur or close to Raipur, please visit that place. It's posh as hell, even in COVID. And they're making sure they're delivering great food. So if you go about there, right? It's just like, you look at people just taking off their mask, put it, the thing is, right, take off your mask, put it in your pocket, right? Make sure it's in the most hygienic place you can keep it. It's your pocket, not the table you fucking everybody touches, right? So take it off, put it on the table, tell the waiter to give everything. The waiter touched the mask to actually clean the table, touched it, put it somewhere else. No shits were given. That mask has no value. We are eating our food. I'm like,
The thing is,
so
right, you know how people normally use masks? They put it up to here, it should be closed, it should go.
it's
Now
in here.
people are here. Yeah, I'm wearing mask.
Here,
Yeah, bro.
here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here, somewhere in
COVID
between their
won't come.
mouth.
Hutch. COVID won't come. Yeah, for sure. Oh, sir, can you raise your mask? Okay. It never
Till
reaches
here.
the nose. Yeah,
The
that's
thing
all.
is, like, these two nostrils are the places where the
To give a
virus can
weird
enter.
analogy, how it sounds, it's like putting a pant on. Imagine you put it up to your balls, I can leave it. Like, I won't put my pant up from there. It's similar to that. You need to put your pants up to your hip and you need to tie the leash, right? People think it's okay to leave it up to here and it's all
And
good.
the best
And
part is,
today,
right? Best part. They don't give a shit half of the time. They'll take off their mask and then talk to their friend and then put it back on and then go around. I'm like,
bro,
what was
let
the
alone
point of
that, there are
having that?
people when they're gonna sneeze, they put the mask, they sneeze in that, and they still wear that. Today, I wanted to sneeze. People are around me. I have the food in my hand. I'm like, I'm gonna sneeze. It was like a life or death situation. It's gonna people. If I sneeze there, people are gonna judge me, and I'll be kicked out. It's so serious. I went to the corner, isolated place, and I came back and I took my food. I was so scared. I was sweating. Should I sneeze? Should I not? I went to the side, like the isolated place, and I'm a guy who's like, hutch, and I sneeze and fall. I was like, I sneezed. I came back. And my dad is like, what were you doing near the kitchen? I'm like, Dad, I had to sneeze. I'm like, okay. And people sneeze with their mask on, hutch, and they still use their mask.
And
Guys,
the worst
COVID
part
is
is,
still
right?
existing.
The worst part is, if you sneeze,
Mm. Mm.
everybody, if you're surrounded by friends, Corona. I'm like, what the
Uh.
fuck, dude? I just sneezed.
Let alone your friends, the fact that schools are like, chale, look, COVID exists, I get it, but you guys come to school, na? Please come
700 people in the exact same school hanging out with kids who have zero like self of
with
responsibility in life.
utmost COVID care situation. I don't care. Whatever they do, it's a school, it's an open place. Even if you wear mask in school, you need to breathe. And you know, it's weird wearing the mask. You will feel like you can like I'm now
Six
used to
hours
do
of
some
wearing a
weird.
mask. Let's have a
Yeah,
conversation.
I'm weird now. I have weird habit of crazy face behind the mask. I'll be like, no one will get to see that. I'll be doing that. Imagine that after COVID situation. Like my face will be like, and like I do that and I keep it because no one can see what I'm doing.
Like, this is like when I'm pissed right at a dukandar or something, right? I can just put on my mask and be like, "Salam bitch," and you won't get anything.
You won't
That's
get
the
it,
best
and
part.
it'll be even he'll be scolding us. So that we won't know that. All I'm telling is schools are opening. We are slowly getting back to our normal life. The fact that like in here in Bangalore from Jan 1st, school 10th, 8th, 9th, 10th is starting. For me from Jan 4th, I might know I might need to go to college. For few people, tomorrow's college start. It's crazy. Like from Monday, it's so crazy. We are getting back to normal. Still, there's something called COVID existing. And to be fair, to be honest, I might sound like a dick. I like COVID. Like I know it's taken a lot of people's life. I'm sorry for
Not for the
telling this.
life things,
Like,
it's
yeah,
the way our life has changed
the
to allow us to be
quarantine.
creative.
Yeah, I'm telling that the quarantine. I'm calling out everyone who have not used this quarantine to do something productive. It's not like I have used this quarantine to the full potential, but I could have used a little more better. But people who have not used it, you guys are so dumb. I'm telling now. You could have used this quarantine to the fullest potential and you didn't. It's not like I did. It's not like I did not did Fanta. We were playing Valorant and sleeping and streaming in the free time. But at the same
It
time,
was
we
kind of
somehow,
productive.
yeah, we tried our level best to push out content. We are not yet done. We are still planning out. I started working on my next video. Fanta did start working. So the thing that we hit up with a late realization that we need to do a lot of stuff to pick up our creative side, especially uploading content and stuff. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, 2021 is gonna be lit. It's for some reasons because things are gonna get normal. The normal which we know is gonna come back, like going to school physically,
I
going
don't
out
wanna.
physically.
I see.
No one.
Dude, this was like a conversation I had with my friends in school, right? They were like, dude, listen na. Colleges are opening at last, we can have fun. I'm like,
But
I don't want
nobody
that.
wants that thing. Especially even I don't want it, to be honest.
I'm being genuinely honest. I don't want that. I am fine with this. I'm fine. I'm genuinely fine. To be fair, in the cases across the world,
Hmm.
India is doing pretty darn nice. I'll tell you that.
And in Australia things have gone normal. People have
People
started
have
going to
gone.
schools and stuff. So all I'm telling is it's gonna be we're gonna get back to normal. We are on the road of getting back to normal. It's not like cure is out there, but still we slowly need to take like you need to accept the fact it's gonna be there, wear a mask and do it. And I'm telling it has been a great year for me, at least, like not in other facts extra, especially for YouTube and streaming. It's been a great year for me in general because this is the year I started, hit 1K. It was going smooth, and it's a rough year for other than YouTube, I'll tell you that. My mental health is taken a dip and a shit. I'm telling you, my mental health is taken a such a huge toll. I never see like I never thought I will feel like a lot of stuff keep happening. Like I kept to have a lot of nightmares and shit. It got beyond hand. I'm telling you.
It
So
is kind
mental
of
health got affected.
burning us
Yeah,
out and helping us out at the same time. Let's get out of the actual negative shit and let's get to our next topic if we have one.
we
What
do
have you
have
got for
one.
this?
I have
What?
one interesting one. So
Go for
I
it.
can I can call this out like Nintendo is one of the innovative companies like in overall world. I'm not comparing it with Sony or
And we are
Xbox.
not talking about Nintendo, VBuck, Fortnite shit, whoever is wondering.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
telling Nintendo as a company is one of the most innovative and big brain company because they are starting their own land, like amusement park, which is when I read
Disneyland
that.
Part 2, but now it's made by
No.
Nintendo.
When I read that, if you compare it to Disney, it's such a small brand. Like Disney is more like what 10 times bigger, whereas Nintendo is only they have their
Disney
ventures in
owns
gaming.
half of the entertainment industry we
Yeah,
know.
the thing is right. So Nintendo is starting their own land, which is so damn crazy. And the fact that even in gaming they don't even compete with Xbox or PS4. They have their
They
own
play their
stands.
own game. And they
Yeah.
are winning in it, so it doesn't matter.
Bro, the fact that they're so innovative, like when Nintendo Switch released, for a guy who doesn't know Nintendo before that, I got hyped. I don't know. I got hyped so much that I started to dig and find the old console of Nintendo and started to play Pokemon Red, Blue.
Give
Then
me
I
one
started
second.
playing Ruby, Sapphire.
Hello.
That's how it got
Hello,
my
Con.
attention. Nintendo is one of
Phone से number
innovative
समझ रहे हैं?
company, a really innovative company,
Hmm.
which got crazy. And the fact that they don't even compete with PS4, they don't even compete with Xbox, they just have their own standards. Animal Crossing is basically like an open world game which you can legit play with your friends. It's just like Genshin Impact, just like a Genshin Impact, but you can it's just like Genshin, but you can legit pretty much have fun. Like you okay, you can legit call your friends and start playing. That's how crazy Animal Crossing. It's actually a pretty decent game, to be fair. Bro, Switch has more. I'm not even making Switch had like Switch. Nintendo was going bankrupt. Nintendo was an innovative company. They went bankrupt for that, and when they released Switch, that pulled them out from bankruptcy and left them top there. Though they don't have the amount of games what PS4 and Xbox have, their exclusive comes once in a while and they are beautiful. I really was 90% close on owning myself a Nintendo Switch. Then I realized the games are pretty costly. It's pretty costly in India, so I couldn't
I
afford them.
bought a Nintendo
Like,
Switch and broke it. I'll tell you that.
I really wanted to own a Nintendo Switch because the games. Like, I'm not even talking about the third party games. I'm telling the first party game from Nintendo alone got my attention. I'm talking about Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath.
So
Bro, those
good,
games.
dude.
I really
Genuinely telling
wanted
you.
to own a Nintendo just for that.
Dude,
Just
there
for that,
is
I wanted to
one
own a
game that
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo is actually known for, like Legends of Zelda.
And
It's
and
just
Nintendo's whole goal is not even to compete in graphical way or to hit them. It's instead step back and try to sell their console as a family console.
like a thing
Of-
which even like big, like 18 year or like 18 plus guys can use, and like for people who are like just 10, 15, 10 years old, they can still play on Nintendo Switch and have fun. And there are games out there. Their game library is so huge, anybody can play on the console. It doesn't matter. It's like
the
it's
fact
such an open thing, no?
the thing is, right, there is one case, I don't know, it's a one in USA. There's a grandma who cured one of her disease, which was pretty damn. People like lost the shit. She owned a 3DS and she played Super Mario Maker, and it cured one of her disease, which is pretty like the fact that her that consoles
Okay, that
are
blew my mind. I'll
appealing.
tell you that.
The console which is appealing for a 90-year-old who doesn't know anything about gaming. Which that's where they're winning. That's where Sony lost and Xbox not even took a attempt. Sony tried with their PS Vita, it failed.
It failed
The
hard.
only reason it failed is the game library. The
It was
other than that, the
bad.
console was beautiful. Like it was so advanced in its time,
But the
but
thing
it
is,
had
like,
no
they
game
had to
library.
support it. The thing is, Nintendo has such a huge back catalog of, we are talking like 1990s, like the games from that era till 2021. You can play you can play Fortnite, Overwatch, and other games on a Nintendo Switch, and play games a back catalog of like about like 20,
I
30
think
years
that's one
old.
of a perfect console. It's like one step above mobile. It's legit little on bit with all the console. You can carry it. That's the best thing. It's you can carry it and have fun. And you can like the console mode, the tablet mode. It was such a beautiful console switch. If I would have get my hands on it, I would love it. I would try all the first Mario games. But the thing is, the sad truth is not available in India. So games are so cost. I'm talking like 3,000, four
I
thousand.
bought the
They're
game and FIFA, like, so FIFA was bundled in my Lite, right?
hmm,
It cost around. The thing is, I bought it for Legends of Zelda,
hmm,
but when I bought the game, first of all, I got to know that store isn't available. I was like, cool.
hmm,
So FIFA
hmm,
was included with it. So I was like, fine, I'll play FIFA on this and I'll play Fortnite. Two games I can play on the console. Cool, chi.
hmm,
And then I went to buy Zelda. Zelda was six
hmm.
and a half grand in Indian currency.
Bro, Zelda was so costly. I'll tell you that now. Like
Six
when
and a
I was
half grand for a game, and that's the
it's
standard
and it's
edition.
not it's not legit even that worth in USA. It's just what 2,000 or 3,000. That's
Three
how you're
thousand.
talking. The duty tax just killed it, bro. It's so costly, and I'm telling now, Nintendo is one of a very innovative brand, and the fact they're starting their own amusement. Nintendo is a company which is gonna exist. They release their light version, which is cheaper, which is not as appealing as Switch, but it's it's a proper console which you can pick up and run away. Like you can just take it, and whenever you go you can play any games you want. And I if I want to own a console, it would be Nintendo Switch. Other people will be like, bro, you can own a PS5. I'm like, bro, PS5, I can pretty much invest the cash which I'm putting on a PS5, upgrade my PC later down the line. If I really want, then I can go for it. But Switch is something, the games are like, you can emulate the game and run. Again, you need a powerful specs to run it, and there is no official emulator for this one Switch, so it's gonna be
There's
tough.
no official emulator for any of the
Yeah.
consoles. Speaking of that,
Mm,
speaking of console things, like
mm,
what happened currently. So do you like how many people here actually watch like people like some gaming YouTubers? Like sorry, not gaming. I'm talking like tech YouTubers. So Gamer has another side of him which is techier. That's why I'm pulling up this topic because we
very
will have
original. Hmm.
like we'll try to actually pull off some kind of a thing because we both are really interested in tech. So what happened is one of the big YouTubers named as Hardware Unbox
Mm,
received so what happened is they reviewed 3090, 3080, 3070
mm,
and 3060 when 3060 Ti came out, right? So all the reviewers get the Founders Edition cards for free and they get shipped to them day one so that everything is sorted. What happened at the launch of 3060 Ti? They didn't receive a Founders Edition card. They just didn't receive anything. They received the pre-release drivers and the cards from other AIBs. We are talking like Gigabyte and others, but unko kahin se baki, like they didn't get any cards. So they were confused. So they messaged Nvidia saying like, where is our Founders Edition cards? Almost every single tech YouTuber on this planet have it.
mm.
They got to realize Nvidia was like, you are not including, this is like a quote from them, you are not including RTX in your review as we want it. So like how many
Oh,
people in chat right now, tell me, how many guys give a shit about RTX? Like if you are looking at a GPU, like a graphics card you're gonna buy, will you give a shit about RTX or its normal performance in games? We are talking like we are gonna be like literally scratch
so
we are talking.
basically Nvidia got butthurt.
So what happened is those guys came out and publicly called out Nvidia. So another YouTuber I watch like seriously hard is Linus Tech Tips.
Mm,
Those
mm,
guys called out Nvidia publicly
mm,
on their
mm,
podcast name as Van Show. If anybody is interested in tech, go check them
mm.
out. They do it every single week, mostly. They called out guys over at Nvidia, and they were like, "Excuse me, you can't just do that. We are tech YouTubers. It's our freedom. If we think RTX value something,
Mm,
we'll
mm.
include RTX, or else we will not give a shit about RTX, and we can just go the physical cards
So,
performance."
so in short, it's a rant between tech YouTubers and a company, and just
And
because they didn't promote one of their feature, they got butthurt,
So they were
right?
like, you are no longer part of our partner program. Now,
Okay.
after getting called out, Nvidia was like,
Uh-huh.
hey there, hello. We are apologizing, We screwed up. The thing is, they were. If as per my perspective, so this is a
Uh-huh.
question Linus actually pulled out. What do you
Okay.
think? Did Nvidia apologize because, like, they screwed up? Like, this came out in public, or did they actually meaningly apologize?
Bro, they didn't do it meaning. I'll tell you that they did it because they know these are the two huge heads in the tech community, and if they don't make a immediate action, that will backfire them a lot. It's
A
not like
YouTuber with 10 million plus subs, plus
plus
multiple YouTubers tweeting this out with
yeah.
10 million plus subs and 5
No, it's
million, 1
not
million.
it's not subs. At that point, it's customers. It's like they're gonna lose their customers, and the fact like just because they didn't talk about one of the features, it's like if it's like a brand deal, it's an unofficial brand deal. So if I get a brand deal in the future, and if it's a brand deal, and if people don't tell according to brand deals are different and getting products are different. If you guys don't, I'm just giving you guys a context. If you get a brand deal, so they will tell you to do certain stuff, you need to do it. That's why it's called a brand deal. Whereas getting a product, you're under there, you're getting a product because you're a YouTuber with certain amount of subs, you're eligible for the program. It's like applying monetization on YouTube. So if you hit that basic criteria, you can get a product for free, and you have the liberty to tell anything you want, anything. And if you can tell anything, if it's good or bad. If you tell it's bad and company don't like, then removes you out of, that's a serious thing. And I think what Nvidia did is just to save their ass, which is on fire. They're like, okay, fine, I'll go and apologize, I'll do my bits
They
over there.
apologized and gave them the access back. But you know what
Mm,
happened? So, like, this is like Linus and everybody called them out again. What
mm,
do you think? Like, what does the community thinks? They
mm,
did it because, oh my god, we screwed up.
mm,
Or, so, like, as per my perspective, some people genuinely were like, listen, you
mm,
guys screwed up. And this is not the right pitch we are going for. Because we know
mm,
3090 is still like something, like we do care, like 3090 is normal performance other than RTX, we do care. And
mm.
some were like, oh frick, we screwed up our TRP hard, like we genuinely screwed up our TRP, and now we have to, like, just say sorry.
In short, companies like, now, like the thing, I'm been
Big
watching this
giants.
YouTuber called Fing. If you guys don't know, he makes this Indian conspiracy theories. I've been watching him a lot recently. So he made a video called Duality of Indian YouTubers, where he tells some hard truth of being a YouTuber in India, especially because if you guys don't know this fun fact, Indians don't get paid that much by ad revenue. I'm not even making this up. If you
It's
take a
less.
foreign vlogger, let's say David Dobrik, and an Indian vlogger, Mr. B, not what's that, Flying Beast, yeah,
Flying
Flying Beast. If
Beast.
you take both of them, the amount, both are different scale. Let's say both are having 10 million subscribers, and both put up the same amount of content. Still, people in USA will make more than people in India, and it's the same. And if you are watching, you guys test this yourself. When you're watching a foreign YouTuber, like next time you're watching a PewDiePie video or anyone's video who's a foreigner, when you watch their video, you hardly get any ad, because Indians, for India, the ad which we get are very choosy and very picky, and we sometimes we don't even get ads. So when you most of the time when I watch any foreign YouTuber, I'm talking PewDiePie, Logan Paul, anyone, if I watch anytime, I don't get ad. The hardly I get ad. So the Indian, any being an Indian, especially an Indian YouTuber, and relying only on AdSense is very tough. It's been very tough. So if you won't get enough ads, so when it comes to brand deals, there are so many two-sided things. So there's a new video Fing made with Triggered in Sun, where he spoke about there are so many fake brand ships. So people tell that use this one, and they'll get paid like in lakhs, and they'll tell to promote the product. And when they promote, and the product will be fake, and YouTuber promotes it, and they get backlash for that. After that, the developers just, once they get the enough cash and response, they just dip out of the scene, and all the hate will be going to the YouTuber. So getting a brand deal by a company is tough, and if you're getting it from a reputed company, it's going to be really tough, because they'll have their own restriction.
Okay.
own
Just to
restriction
put this in context, what Gamer is saying, I'm gonna pull up the social blade of both the YouTubers, right? This is
Hmm.
like the current scene of both the guys. Like, this is Flying Beast on the right and David Dobrik on the left. Okay, Gucci. David Dobrik has much more subscribers, but in like total, if you talk about watching, right? Flying Beast gets more watching per video. It makes sense, right? So Flying
Hmm.
Beast should earn more money. That's how
Hmm.
math should work in theory. But in reality of the fact is, Flying Beast is going to be closer to this territory, like $651, and David Dobrik is going to be much more closer to this territory, which is $9,000.
Hmm.
Like, if we are talking where we lie, we are going to be more closer to $651 rather than 9,000. And it's an
And
estimation.
Mox pulled out this point, telling the quality of life and overall expense are much higher in foreign countries compared to India, so it's kind of justified. It's kind of,
Nope.
but all I'm telling is, like in few places, it's way cheaper than India, especially when you pull it, go down and east. Like when you go to electronics, of course, USA has a way upper hand, and then as forget the fact they are producing most of their stuff in USA, which that's the reason people are getting it for cheaper price. Whereas in India, we are getting more of the parts which are getting imported. Then we sorry imported, yeah, imported. Then we start assembling them in India.
See,
That's where
if you're
stuff
just
goes down.
talking about lifestyle here, let's screw that topic. Like, how much hours do we actually put in making a video? Like, look at in our perspective, Mox. Now, we put 13 hours and we earn like, let's say, $100 out of a video. And a guy in US put 13 hours, the exact same amount of time,
He
exact same
earns
amount of
the
efforts,
more value for it. I'm telling.
and he's gonna earn like $200, $300 out of it. He's earning $200 more than us,
The
even
thing is
if we
that
are
that's the
putting the same
reason
efforts.
last time when Devkar came to our previous podcast, by the way, check it out. Link is in the description. Shameless
Shameless
plug. Sorry
plug.
for that. But I asked him this question that once you're going to back to content creation, how's the montage? It's gonna hit him hard. I'll tell you that because if he is a streamer, I'm telling this from both the perspective. When I was streaming, the donation and the super chat and the membership I got is more than the amount of, like, if the previous, if I got for a video 1K views, I'll get hardly, I'm telling this as a rough estimate, not even close to 100 rupees.
That's
So
pretty darn accurate.
that's acted. So that's how crazy. You can't even, if you want to be a YouTube. And in fact, this was taken in a survey. Kids around the world, before when you ask a kid what do you want to become, most of the kid answer will be astronaut. Now the answer is YouTuber. Just putting it out there around the world. If you ask a kid tells the chances of a kid telling I want to be a YouTuber is more than a kid telling astronaut.
And the
So the fact.
fact
Mm,
that it's we don't earn much. The thing is, we are like, mostly trying to actually get shit together. Like,
mm,
the thing is, right, we have to work a lot to make a video. Like, that's why I recorded the entire challenge. That challenge itself, the editing of that montage, with a lot of struggle with the software and other shit, took 4.5 hours. Like, that montage was like less than 3 seconds of me edit, like less than 10 seconds of me editing. That actual time lapse was about 4.5 hours, 5 hours of me
mm.
putting effects, editing down, trimming it, adding subtitles, adding more effects. And I didn't even do it the best job of it. I could have done miles better. And I'm telling you, I used a lot of shortcuts. I shaved off a lot of time. I made sure I do it fast enough. But it takes a lot of time to make a single video. And when you're not earning a penny out of it, that's where it like hurts a lot.
See,
So yeah,
it's not about penny. It's about, like, you don't. It's not even, you don't get paid if your videos don't. I'm telling the scene for all the establishing one. You can't take people all this. I'm not trying to scare people who are trying to become a YouTuber or who wants to get into this field, but it's very hard than you realize. It's not like I upload a video, I get 1K views, I get 1,000 rupees paid. It's not like one view is equal to 1 rupee. It's not
we are
like
not
that.
earning
It's
bags.
it's more like out of 100 people watching, 50 people gets ad, 50 don't even get, like, not even 50, I'm talking like 40 people get. Even in 40 people gets, it's very selective ads. Like, you get it in the side, or you get a skippable ad, or you don't even get ads. And even if they get it, you'll get, like, it's click through rate. They'll see how long a viewer is watching an ad, and how, like, more the ad is on your screen, the more the YouTuber gets paid. So that's the basic idea I'm trying to put it out. So that's the case. And where Indian YouTubers even getting ads. You see, most of the YouTubers, I'm telling, most of them every month they have every month, almost every month. I'm talking this even in case of Mr. Beast. Every month he gets sponsored by Honey, or every month he gets sponsored by some other brand, just to, because he's putting in so much cash in, and he gets double out. Mr. Beast is a type of YouTuber who puts in so much cash and gets in the double, or at least without. There are videos
He
which he's.
doesn't lose money and he's earning just enough that his lifestyle can be completed.
I think
He's
is right,
big
and at the
braining.
same time, it's not like every video is hit. There'll be some videos where he would have invested a lot and not even got half of it. But he has invested in so much ventures, like his merch. Like, YouTubers have this idea of selling merch, because, just if you guys don't know why YouTubers sell merch, is even though if their YouTube fails, their merch will catch them back. Like, people will pay that cash, get their merch, and that will be a backup for them. Or people will start selling, like they'll have different ventures. They'll invest in a property, they'll invest in a land, they'll invest in something so that it'll back them up. And that's the reason people, and many times YouTubers, when they release a video, they'll tell buy my merch. Because if every, like if they, even though they tell buy my merch, hardly, I'm telling hardly, even if you're a famous YouTuber, let's say 1,000 people buy a merch, and 1,000 people don't go for the highest thing. They buy like a shirt, they buy a band, they buy a phone case, which is very cheap. With shipping, they get a very bare minimum profit out of it, and they
Sometimes you
save
even
it
get
on time.
loss.
Yeah. Like last, again, referring to the last podcast, Devkar told this point that Amazing Aussie's merch got a loss, not a profit. Like I don't blame that, because he's 5,000 sub. 5,000 is a huge number. I'm not denying it. But putting out with other YouTubers who are selling merch, Carrie Minati has almost like the most, and he's not selling even merch. If he sells much, I accept, because Carrie has a fan following. He's selling. I'm not telling Amazing as he don't have a following. He does have a following, but
Gary
releasing merch at,
Minati is in like another realm of watching and another realm of
yeah.
being successful. We are talking
The
like
thing is,
10
like
million subs.
Amazing Aji is pretty small when compared to that merch game. And the fact he released is pretty damn interesting to see a guy who's releasing a merch. Kudos for that. But it's, of course, I knew it from the beginning it's gonna be a failure, because it's 5,000 people and we Indians like stuff to be for free. If you see a free stuff, and if you see a game or some game worth of 60 rupees, and if you see a game, same game for free, what do you go for? You would go for the free
How
game,
many
right?
Indians bought Among Us? Be honest. Like, how many people bought Among Us on Steam, on
Mm.
PC? Dude, I know so many people who just installed BlueStacks and started playing it on phone, like on an emulator. Nobody
Mm.
bought. The thing is, right? Indians don't like to invest on stuff a lot. Let's be genuinely honest. Like, we guys think that piracy, a pirate's life is easier and better. In
Mm.
general, I used to be a developer at some point of time. For like, I used to be an insanely small developer. I'm being genuinely honest, like insanely small. I had zero knowledge and I still have none. But the fact, you need to respect the fact a guy took 8 hours, 9 hours, 15 hours, 30 hours every single like week to make an app, and you're just pirating it. You just
It's
took it
just
for
like a
free.
content creation. I'll tell you that. It's just like content creation. We put in our and we get, and we don't get enough, which is all right. The thing is, right, even though if you like, I'm not telling you shouldn't, you should buy all the games, but try to buy some games which you really want. Like there are some games which you can, which is really worth it. Like you can get Among Us for 69 or 70 rupees
60
on
rupees
Xbox. Yeah, Game
on
Pass, which
Steam
is
right
which
now.
is on Steam 60, which is a great deal. So if you really are a guy who purchase that and support them. 60 might look like a small amount for you, but 60 collectively taken by for all the people will be a huge amount. And the only thing which I am bringing out this point again is, I want to read this. FTG told both the countries were different in watching content, so generally people will watch you only if you are good in particular content creation. If you're a gamer, you must be perfect in games in India. See, the thing is, right, let me pull out this point. If many people know Beast Boy Shub, right? He is not a competitive player. He's not even pro in any game. He's a content creator. To be fair, if you want the proper idea of a gaming content creator, I think he's the perfect example, because he's killing the YouTube game in India. Like everyone are streaming, so this one, what's that, Cyberpunk 2077. He didn't, he instead, he does stream, but he instead stuck to content uploadation, because he knows the people are not gonna sit down and watch a 2 hour gameplay of you customizing a dick and giving like lift, giving hair and giving face for a character. Instead, he was thoughtful about it. Whereas he played 2 hours of customizing, and he gave the best part of it in a video format to you guys, or you would like to watch it, right? So that's where you got to be smart before content creation and live streaming in India, especially because both are new for Indians. Both are pretty damn new to Indians, so you need
Standards
to be
are still
pretty damn
not there.
smart about it. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, right? I know not a lot of YouTubers who are still making insanely good content. Like, we are talking some huge names which are still making jank content, and still getting a lot of views. So the standard is still not there. Whereas in like US, it's like a standard that you have to maintain, an equipment you need to get. A quality is something that you need to achieve every single time you want to do something
The
good.
fact a guy, if he owns a phones and plays PUBG, can get 1 million subs is possible in India. You can't talk about the word standard. I'll tell you that. Because it's a real thing. Gaming in India
BBK
is
Vines,
not.
go for it. He just used the Nexus phone and made the name out of him, and he
See,
still
his
uses
content was
that.
funny. He's got the thing and he blew up. So all I'm telling you, even Mythpat with 5 million subs earns $900 per bit. That's why I'm telling the metric. The problem is Indians are not getting paid even if you want to come to YouTube. It's basically based on your memberships. Super chats 30% will be taken by YouTube. So you can't even stay by that. So your membership, your merch game, and if you're doing something out like Patreon support or something, because your ads in India is not gonna pay your bills,
Or you
especially if
actually
you're
get sponsored by a company. That's
yeah.
like where they'll pay you out. Like I know a
In
lot of YouTubers who are actually getting sponsored by. You take Zishu, right? Zishu is at
hmm,
100k subs. He's sponsored by Corsair and some pretty darn big YouTubers, and we are genuinely telling you now, he made a name for himself, and like at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure he's also not earning much out of YouTube. Let me just pull out let me just pull up his estimated
do you get
earning.
full revenue of like a membership? Yeah, you get
Yeah,
100% out revenue out of a membership. So that's the reason every YouTubers would push a guy to buy his membership and not to donate.
yeah.
Because YouTube takes 30. Say if you want to donate, like what's the least amount to super chat? Okay, I'm pulling it out. 20
It's
rupees.
20
They
rupees.
take 30% out of it. Basically, you get nothing. And if I give a person 10,000 rupees, which is the highest super chat you can ever give to a person, they take 30%. YouTube gets a huge, when as the numbers go by, the 30% which we are talking has a huge impact. Imagine taking 30% out of 10,000 rupees.
By the way, Zishu, as per Social Blade, I'm not quoting this, and this can be inaccurate as like by a huge margin, earns $475 every month if you take the lowest value, and it can be highly inaccurate. Maybe he earns hundred
It's
dollars.
I'll tell you it's highly inaccurate. One, he might be earning little more, telling like $1,000, but I'm pretty sure he's get the brand deals, everything consideration that with the I'm pretty sure this is running off his ad revenue and not his membership and super chat. They're not including that. I'm pretty sure social waste doesn't include super chat and your membership, because membership and super chat is a personal analytics. It won't be put out in social blade, because every month you get a member to subscribe to you, so you get 100% of it. I'm pretty sure this has a lot of members. So again, this is a rough estimate. We don't know what is the exact
It
topic
can
of
be
amount
way
he's
less
earning.
or way more.
He
Like
might be earning almost 60,000 to 70,000, which is the normal salary of an IT guy in India,
FTG, the
which is
topic is not specific. It's a run and gun podcast, so it can be anything. It's
so
just a run
no.
and gun.
To be fair, this is the format I'm liking podcast is going today, because though it's slow, I want to take a moment to stop it. Thanks to everyone who came to this podcast. It's a slow day, I'll tell you. Notification wasn't pushed, so there's not the most amount of people who are used to be. But other than that, I really like the format. We get to it's going on. 1 hour is over. I'm not even kidding. 1 hour is over, Fanta. So that's how
Hmm.
time went smooth by. So I like this format, and we'll try to stick on. We'll do alternative days. If you have a good topic to speak, we'll stick to that. One more day we'll go run and gun, and one more try to bring in a guest. And guys, please do let us know any good guest suggestions, because I'm not trying to stick ourselves in gaming. If it's a really good music content creator, we'll pull him in, because I want to talk to different people. It'll be fun in doing it in a podcast.
Like we want to know how, like if you know a really huge like content creator who actually is
Hmm.
willing to, like, come on a podcast, who is willing to actually give his word out there, like how he feels and how he thinks things are in his life,
Hmm.
and give us an
Hmm.
insight. We would love to have him generally.
Yeah.
Why do
Like,
Indian
why does
you
Indian YouTubers don't get paid as that's the
it's
thing, does
we have been
you wanna tell?
explaining it for a while. So mostly it's about, first of all, it's initially we talk about the basicest thing, it's companies. We are like you go outside India, companies invest way huger amounts
Huh?
because their lifestyle and their expenses are higher and everything is higher. So companies invest more on advertising. So they'll buy a huge percentage of YouTube's ad thing, their AdSense. That's like the word for it. So what they'll do, they'll buy a huge set of it, and they'll use YouTube channels as their billboards, kind of. So in India, overall, the rates to get an ad is way lower than you get it outside. If you go to US, you have to spend a huger amount to get yourself an ad out there. So yeah, so like that's a lot
And
cheaper. Uh,
another logic of advertisers are there are a lot more advertisers in foreign countries who are willing to put their ads. Like I'll tell you the reality of YouTube. It's trying to become the next TV. How many guys here watch a TV right now? I hardly watch TV nowadays.
I
You know,
barely do.
TV, yeah, TVs are like this one where advertisers push their products, right? YouTube is trying to be the next TV. So all the advertisers in India, many people are not their advertisement on YouTube. Like the companies which are willing to do are very limited. That's the reason there are not more ads, and that's the reason Indians are not getting. Whereas in USA, from Uber Eats to every shop is doing it.
The thing is, right, India doesn't have a lot of shit to work with. I'll tell you. The thing is, whenever I put on a VPN and go to Singapore, right? Like my Singapore server. Like the thing is, I still use VPN for private things, more not more like I wanna use the VPN for other things people use it for. I keep my VPN on. I pay for a paid VPN. Every time I put a Singapore VPN and open gamer stream or anybody stream, I'll get an ad. If
Yeah.
I set it to US, I open their stream, I'll get an ad. If I open it from India, I get no ads and I just get to his stream directly.
The thing
Get
is,
the
right, even
difference.
if you watch a foreign YouTuber from here, you won't get an ad for him. You won't get an ad for him. So in short, all we're telling you is if you want to support someone, buy their membership. Talking about membership, get mine. Uh,
I'm gonna get one soon at some point of time. I'll tell you that.
but all I'm telling is, if you have the cash and you want to support any streamer, don't super chat him. Okay, trust me. Hear me on this. You might seem like bro, my message pops out. That looks nice. Buy his membership. The 100% goes to him, and you can really support him.
The
That's the
thing is,
real way.
please, like I'm genuinely telling you, super chatting is not something I would seriously like. This is like the day I get my membership and monetization. The first line is gonna be, "Don't super chat, please buy membership." Your name will be still like in some really nice words. Just don't super chat. Like it's not worth it. YouTube is gonna take 30% if it. You will like send me 100 rupees. Buy my one, or you'll say, I've seen Gamer getting 300 rupees donations. They could have easily bought 150 rupees like membership and just kept it. Like 150 rupees, and they get kept it for 2 months. He's gonna get all 300 rupees, and they're gonna
Yeah.
have a really nice badge on it and other shit. It's kind of complicated. Thing is just understand, like, if you want to genuinely do it, I will, but Fanta, I will, but your membership, thanks, Hermetric. I'll seriously appreciate it whenever I get my membership. I'll just put it out there. The
Yeah,
thing is,
that's the
right?
thing, right? I'm keeping it as a joke. I don't want to push people on their face, telling get it right now, get it, better get it now.
The
That's
thing is, we both have a strict rule about donations and memberships. Do it if you want to, but please, if you can't, don't do it. It's not compulsory. We are making content for like enjoying and stuff. We want to make this as a lifestyle, but not on the basis of like we are forcing people to do stuff for us. There is like a huge thing in it where like we don't want donations. It just doesn't make sense to make people donate to us and get them in trouble and other shit. Like just donations is an option. If you have like 100 rupees burning hole in your pocket and you're like, okay, I love like Fanta or Gamer, yeah, spending $100 on a membership and then $50 on a donation works. We are fine with it. Or maybe $100, you spend
or you can
50
pay
for two
in it
months.
like 29. It's 29. Let's go for the basic membership 29. You can buy it like for 1, 2, 3. You can buy it for 4 months.
4 months of membership, you will get a badge, and the badge gets upgraded every
Yeah.
old, like the older membership you have. So if you have it for 5 months, The badge is gonna have a really different way. Like you're gonna be sticking out of the chat where it's like you're a really old member with a really different kind of a membership. That's the thing. That's what we are going for right now.
What we are telling that it's not easy to be a YouTuber, but it's not tough to. If you put in the time and the hard work, you can. For anything. It goes this saying goes for anything. If you put in your mind and soul to anything, you can become successful in it. But that's it. Should we call
I'm
it a
gonna
day,
be,
fam?
I'm gonna be like, if we are calling it a day,
Yes.
and anywho, we're gonna be grinding. Check us out. Later we stream, or
I
Gamer
want to
and I
pull this
don't
point
stream.
out. I
Hmm?
want to pull this point out. This is the format which I really enjoyed today. What about you, fan?
I am fine with this. This is
Like
like,
it's a more of a chill thing. We didn't prepare at all.
and
The
we
fact
didn't even had to like, the thing is right.
think
Whenever we put points there, we have to think what we have to speak. Now
and we
we
need
were
to cover
talking.
we need to cover all the points. The thing when we put a pointers, we need to cover. This is more like we are reading little chat. We read chat eventually, but we are trying to be a little more interactive. This type of podcast is where interactive more with the chat. And I'm really sorry, guys. The notification didn't get pushed to many people. Plus, I don't know. It's a Sunday night. That's the thing. The Sunday people chill, and eventually people used to hop in. But today's YouTube kind of slowly messed on us. So that's the thing. But other than that, I feel that today's day went smooth. Thanks to all the people who did show up, means a lot. We'll try to pull out more content. We are working on IRL content. Fanta started working on it. I started working in
Rishu
it.
left VLT. That's something.
That's sad. Might
Okay.
we might talk about that or other clans and organization. It would be nice to have a guest who owns a clan. Maybe who maybe that
Oh,
of our next podcast.
oh.
Small hint, a small pepper throwing there.
The
That's it.
thing is, I have not discussed anything and I have no idea what he's talking about, but let's see what happens. So, yeah.
Even I
Oh.
have no idea. But, let's see. Only time has answer to it. Might be some clan owner can
Any
come and
clan
give.
owners interested, sliding into our podcast would be nice. Not gonna
I
lie.
can maybe get you someone appreciated, bro. Slide into our DMs.
Please slide
Much
into our DMs,
Patrick,
please.
hit me up whenever you're free. Hit me up if you have a really good one. I would love to. The more we want to keep a guest of a different genre from every different field, so it'll be really
By
good.
the way,
Oh,
just putting it out there, I wanted to
mhm.
get Memo also in the chat, but the thing is, the three people OBS overlay screwed up. So like, if he was like, okay, let's fix it and then add me. Memo, if we would have done that, the podcast had to shut down for like a minute or two because all of our cameras would have been messed up. And you can't change it because I have to add you in the call and then add it. Remember the
But today
screen
it's a
cap?
single PC setup, so things were rough. All the new people are coming, guys. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. We'll do a podcast. So please show up. I'm not threatening you guys. Better show. I'm not threatening you guys. Please
We
show
are
up.
not pointing a gun straight at you with our fingers, but okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
like,
That's it. Thanks for everyone coming and advance Christmas and a happy New Year, guys. We will try. I think next week is going to be a Christmas theme. Let's keep it a Christmas theme.
when
You know what I'm saying?
is next week's part? Like,
Next week,
when is
27th
Christmas?
26th is Christmas and 27th is going to be a podcast. So it's going to be
Let's
interesting.
do a Christmas podcast in one day early. Maybe we can try to pull it
Yeah, we'll
off.
try to do Saturday and we'll try to keep the podcast running for long. You know what I'm telling?
We have to rework the entire
We have
OBS.
a
Oh
lot
my
of
god.
stuff is coming for you guys.
We need
That's
to
it.
make the 2 HP logo Christmas theme. We need to make the background
Okay.
Christmas theme.
Stop giving up. That's it, guys. We'll catch you guys on.
I'm gonna spill all the ideas. Never mind. Bye, guys. Shut down the stream. Let's just close it all.
That's it. Let's catch you guys on 25th Dum Dum. Okay, I'm sorry, 25th on a Christmas. We'll get you with a special edition of a 2 HP Christmas. 2 HP with Christmas with 2 HP hashtag. Yeah, but that's it. Thanks for everyone showed up.
Just shut down the stream or else I'm gonna spill ideas. Just do it. Thanks, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. And we're gonna
Uh,
be live on our channels every time in a. I'm gonna be live in a bit, and Gamer
I'll,
is gonna be live.
Fanta, I won't be live. Fanta will be live right now.
Like I'm
Uh,
gonna
if-
just do a casual game stream the way we do usually, and Gamer is gonna be live tomorrow, like every single day, 7 p.m.
if-
and close to that
yes,
time.
yes. Yes, yes. Link in description for Fanta. Check him out. He'll be live immediately after the stream goes off. I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for everyone who made it. Today was a slow stream, but we'll make it up for you guys on 25th December with a special Christmas themed 2HP
2HP
podcast.
podcast. We have to rework everything, and I'm gonna be about to fill ideas. So bye bye, bye everyone. Arigato, game do
Arigato
it.
gozai-
Game
Arigato
arigato
gozaimasu, guys.
gozaimasu. Bye
Bye.
everyone. Bye. Just bye bye. My music is not playing. This is so embarrassing to say bye. I keep saying bye.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Okay, this is
Na na
great. Bye.
na na na.